Hello, everybody! Hello! Hello, everybody! Good morning, afternoon, evening. Hello! How are you? Are you having fun? How is DigiKomi? How is it? Hello! So I think a lot of people don't know me, so let me introduce myself very quickly. Um, my name is Fuyumi Toba, and I'm a kingfisher from paradise. Usually I stream in English, but I also stream in German. I speak in German. Yes. Hallo zusammen. Mein Name ist Fuyumi Toba. You can also call me Fuyu, and you see some seekers here. They are already calling me Tofu. So why tofu? Why tofu? So if you take like the first syllable from my last name and the first name and put them together, you get tofu. Toba Fuyumi. So you can also call me Tofu. Mm-hmm. So about my lore, when I turned into a human, I messed up my transformation. Yeah, I'm a kingfisher, so I'm trying to get back to my kingfisher form. How do I do that? I try to collect all my feathers. I lost all my feathers when I messed up the transformation. And now I need you. Everybody here is a feather seeker now. So if you find any white, orange, blue feather, please let me know. Okay, please let me know. I really need them back. I want to transform back into my kingfisher form. Okay, so where can you find me? You can find me on Twitch and on YouTube. I stream on Twitch. Yesterday was my first ever Twitch stream before I streamed on YouTube. And I will upload videos weekly on YouTube. What can you expect there? Like video games. I love board games, trading card games, and great stories. So make sure to stop by my YouTube channel to find more about my lore. Okay. So before we start, after my story, I will have a short Q&A here. If you have any questions, just type it into the chat and I'll save them and reply to as many questions as possible. Feathers very tasty. No, my feathers are not tasty. Okay, this is another story, but not for today. Not for today. Okay, so a short Q&A. Let me know if you have any questions about my story, myself, or whatever comes into your mind. Okay? Okay, so let me take you back in time and enjoy my story about my travels around Japan with my brother, Baocon. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready for some story time? Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, Baocon. We're almost there. Hurry up!
The pace of her footsteps steadily increasing, the blue-haired girl almost broke into a sprint out of sheer excitement, while the kingfisher quietly flying above her head silently observed the landscape ahead of them. The name of the girl in high spirits was Fuyumi, and her blue hair with a touch of orange was not the only thing special about her. While she certainly looked like a human girl, albeit a somewhat peculiar one, she was actually a kingfisher from a special lineage. However, due to her own mishap, she had lost most of her feathers during her transformation into a human. Stuck in her human form and unable to return home, she was now on a tour throughout the world with the goal of retrieving her lost feathers. The bird accompanying her was her brother Baocon, short for Baumkuchen, who unlike her had not touched the necklace, which allowed a kingfisher to turn human. As for the cause of Fuyumi's excitement, one might assume that she was following a lead regarding the whereabouts of her feathers and getting close. However, the actual reason was something entirely different. The pair was currently traveling through the Fujigoko area north of Japan's Mount Fuji and en route to the Shiba Sakura Festival. There, Fuyumi was looking forward to seeing the famous pink hills filled with the name-giving Shiba Sakura flowers.
And we're finally...
here? Fuyumi's energetic voice dropped several levels as she witnessed the sight that unfolded before her eyes. The hills that lay before them were indeed full of flowers, but they hardly had any pink petals attached to them. Thus, most of the area looked just like a regular green meadow you could find anywhere else.
How unlucky are we?
Sulked the blue girl as she came to an abrupt halt. Well, they did say that there was a storm last week. But for it to affect even the festival, humans sure have it hard in this world, huh? Replied her brother. Yeah, but as they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Cheering herself up, Fuyumi dug out a photo camera from her backpack.
Alright, time for some pictures.
With that, she started to walk here and there, constantly searching for good spots to photograph. Baocon tried to talk to her, but as usual, his sister became so absorbed in taking pictures that she basically didn't hear anything he was saying. Eventually, he begrudgingly gave up and just silently watched her fumble with the camera. After some time had passed, the kingfisher girl finally felt satisfied with the photos she had taken. Alright, let's go to the next place. With that exclamation, she started to leave, her mind already occupied by the next location she had planned on visiting. Baocon let out a sigh and murmured, "How about less sightseeing and more feather searching?" But as his sister was already too far away to hear her muttering, his complaint remained unnoticed. The bus ride to their next destination was rather quiet, but that was to be expected. Traveling with a bird on your shoulder was already unusual enough to draw a glance or two from people, but having a girl talk to a bird on a bus filled with people would have definitely been too much. That much was clear to the pair. Still, seeing his sister continuing to play around with the camera, even during the ride, somewhat annoyed Baocon. While she could not talk to him, he could have screeched and nagged at her as much as he would have liked to, considering that nobody else would have understood him. Even so, he kept it in, and instead tried to preserve his strength for the other locations they would visit today. After a quick pit stop to grab some lunch, the next place they arrived at was Oshino Hakai, a popular tourist spot, famous for its name-giving 8 spring water ponds. Initially, Baocon had dismissed the idea of coming here, since a bunch of ponds didn't sound particularly exciting. However, seeing them with his own eyes, he couldn't help but be taken in by the crystal clear water. Due to the clarity of the water, you could even clearly see lots of yellow and black koi fishes swimming in it. Fuyumi seemed to be similarly amazed, since both her eyes and her mouth widened substantially upon witnessing the sight in front of her. "Fu!" called Baocon out, as he watched his sister kneel down to get her face closer to the water surface. What is it?" came her reply without shifting the focus of her gaze. "Remember, don't eat the fish here." Hearing this, Fuyumi turned her head to shoot her brother a piercing glance while her cheeks puffed up sulkingly. "I know that much! Who do you take me for?" Just as the bird was about to give a teasing answer, he noticed that his sister had taken out the camera again and was busy capturing the scenery. Thus, he once again began to wait for her to wrap things up. Otherwise, she would be too engrossed in photography to do anything else. Flying here and there while keeping an eye on Fuyumi, Baocon eventually grew tired of waiting. After all, it was no fun to silently stroll around by yourself, especially if you had a traveling partner right there. Pondering what to do, he absent-mindedly surveyed their surroundings. That's when he suddenly noticed something blue and orange stuck between the leaves of one tree. This couldn't be, or could it? Upon closer inspection, it turned out to be one of Fuyumi's feathers. Excited, Baocon grabbed the feather and searched for his sister. "Hey Fu! Look what I found!" However, the person in question hardly took notice of him, while looking through the viewfinder and dismissively replied, "Not now, Baocon." Dejected, Baocon decided that it was time to play a little prank on his jumpy sister. Hiding the feather among his own, he slowly approached her as she was crouching beside one of the ponds to take pictures of the koi inside the water. Just as he landed on her back, he let out a loud screech. Startled, the blue girl lost her balance and was in danger of falling into the pond. Desperately flailing her arms around, she eventually managed to regain her balance, but he gulped. The camera that had been in Fuyumi's hands just moments ago was now gone. Looking down, it was like the beautiful lucidity of the water was mocking Baocon by showcasing the device that was sinking to the bottom of the pond. The fish seemed to provide further assistance in this endeavor by panicking and frantically fleeing from the sinking camera. Fishing it out of the water, Fuyumi checked the camera, but it wouldn't turn on anymore. Baumkuchen? His sister usually called him Baocon, and she most recently learned the phrase Oni-chan. But when she got really angry, she always made sure to switch to his full name, just like their parents would do when a particularly harsh scolding was incoming. This camera was not cheap, you know? And I might have lost all the pictures I've taken so far, lamented Fuyumi, her voice a calm that was foreboding a storm. It all depended on how Baocon would respond, but hearing her talk about photos again, he finally snapped as well. "It's always about those dumb pictures. Can't you think of anything else for once?" cried the bird while flapping his wings to reach his sister's eye level. "Dumb pictures? Well, excuse me for making an effort to create lasting memories. But clearly, you have no interest in that, do you?" "Of course I do. That's why I'm recording everything in my book. You know that." "Oh, right. You spending time with your book is fine, but me having a camera is not? I'm doing that at the end of the day when nothing's happening. You are fiddling with that stupid thing during the day and miss out on half the stuff happening." "Oh yeah? I don't think I've missed anything." "No? Then what's this?" In one swift motion, Baocon pulled out the feather he had been hiding and threw it towards his sister. Bewildered, she opened one hand to let it float onto her palm. "Well, nothing to retort now, huh?" chirped the bird. However, the blue girl quickly regained her composure and continued. "So what? I've been looking for feathers as well, through the camera. You just happened to find it first. Sooner or later, I would have done the same." "Fine, then just continue what you've been doing, since you're obviously doing such a great job." "Oh, I would if I could, but someone here broke the camera." Unable to stand this argument anymore, Baocon flew to a tree, his back turned to his sister. Similarly, she turned her back on him and crossed her arms with a Only then did Fuyumi notice that some of the people around her were staring at her. Her face growing hotter with each passing second, she suppressed her desire to curl up and die, and instead hastily moved to another area. With the day slowly coming to a close, the two siblings set out to their final destination for the day in an awkward silence. It had been hours since their quarrel, and neither of them had spoken since then. Taking trains along the east side of Mount Fuji, they eventually reached the city of Fuji Yoshida. They had actually planned to arrive earlier in order to finish sightseeing before dusk, but now the sun was already setting, while they still had a bit of a walk ahead of them. It should have been obvious that there was no point in continuing, since it would be impossible for them to make it before nightfall, but neither of them felt like speaking up to break the silence. After walking for another 30 minutes or so, they finally arrived at the last place on the list of sites to visit. The Chureito Pagoda, a multi-story tower built on top of a hill overlooking the city. Famous for the beautiful view with the pagoda in the front and Mount Fuji in the back, this was usually a popular spot filled with tourists, but now that everything was dark, neither any people nor an amazing sight were to be seen. Still, both Fuyumi and Baocon spent a few moments absent-mindedly staring into the distance, when suddenly, tears. What first began as a single drop rolling down her cheek and chin, soon became a stream of tears running down Fuyumi's face. Sobbing, she sank to the ground. In the panic, the bird beside her began to run circles around her, desperately trying to find the right words suited for the situation. Eventually, he cheeped a weak, "Sorry, Fu," and took a seat on her head to try to pet her. "You know, I really look forward to this, but now it's too late," came the muffled voice of the girl as she struggled to hold back further tears. "I know. I'm so sorry, Fu. It's my fault. I lashed out on you like that after breaking your camera. I shouldn't have done that. I should have told you earlier that all that picture taking was driving me crazy, instead of scaring you to get back at you." In response, Fuyumi shook her head. Wiping some of the tears away, she whispered, It's my fault as well. I got a bit too carried away with the camera and barely paid attention to you. You even found one of my feathers, and I didn't even thank you." Opening her right hand, Fuyumi revealed the feather of azure and amber that she had been clutching this whole time. "You still held onto that? I thought you would have absorbed it hours ago," chirped her brother, surprised. "Well, I wanted to, and I've tried, but for some reason it wouldn't work like usual, as if there was some kind of block. Maybe you should try again? Now?" Maybe, but... to be honest, all that fighting and walking today made me so tired. As soon as she murmured those words, the girl slumped down and fell backwards onto the grass. Terrified, Baocon leapt from her head onto her face and tried to slap some sense into her. Fu? Hey, Fu? What's wrong with you? Don't forget, we haven't even had dinner yet. Holding all that anger over the day made me lose my appetite. As his sister closed her eyes, alarm bells began to ring inside the little bird's head. Dashing here and there, he frantically tried to understand what was happening to her. As the night grew deeper, it only became harder to see. But was it just his imagination that the marble of his sister's necklace was a bit darker than usual? After some careful examination of her, Baocon came to the reassuring conclusion that she simply fell asleep, albeit in a worrying way. Was she just as exhausted, or was there something else? While these kinds of questions were racing through his head, he made himself comfortable on his sister and soon drifted off to sleep as well. When the peculiar pair of siblings awoke, it was still dark. I guess we both fell asleep? Exclaimed Fuyumi while stretching. Well, someone just flopped over in such a worrying way that I was about to rip my feathers out. Really? I don't know what came over me. I was just so tired. But now, I feel quite refreshed. With these words, the blue-haired girl held up the feather she had been holding onto. Suddenly, the feather shone in a dazzling white light while floating towards Fuyumi's necklace. Barely a second later, it got absorbed into the golden accessory. Hehe, and this seems to work properly again as well. I guess I was just too tired yesterday? Or maybe it's because of a fight that it didn't work? Contemplated Fuyumi. I thought that your marble had a strange color yesterday, replied Baocon with furrowed feathers. Examining her necklace, his sister could not find anything unusual. Maybe you were just imagining things. You know, it was dark, you were probably tired and all that. I wonder, murmured Baocon, not looking convinced at all. For now, there was nothing more to do, but he told himself to keep this incident in mind. Eventually, his thought process was interrupted by a delighted outcry. Oni-chan, look! The first rays of light began to fall, slowly dispelling the darkness that had surrounded the area just moments ago. They heralded the beginning of a new day. The tower that had seemed so dark yesterday now appeared in its full glory of white and red, with the impressive shape of Mount Fuji rising in the back as well. Maybe it wasn't so bad what happened yesterday. Maybe we were destined to fall asleep and witness the sunrise here instead, exclaimed Fuyumi. I don't know about that, but I'm glad that we still managed to have this view. If only you could capture this moment with your camera, replied Baocon with an apologetic chirp. Don't worry, Oni-chan. After all, the most precious treasures of our journey aren't the mementos or even the memories we make along the way, but the feelings that remain, right?
Welcome back. How was it? Did you like the story? Baocon still has to pay for the broken camera. Well, we managed to get the photos back as you've seen. I showed you the pictures. Yeah, these were actually pictures from our Japan trip. Thank you everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let's have a short Q&A. I think we have around, I don't know, like 20 minutes, maybe even a little bit less. Thank you, everybody. Fish slaps. Oh, 9 out of 10 fish slaps. So for some people, um, some people are new here. I love to give people some fish slaps. When you come and join my stream, you will see me giving you some fish slaps because my my stream transition, I just slap you with a fish. It's not here. The fish slap is not here. And yes, I did an ASMR stream this week. And I did some fish slaps there. Yes, please check it out. It's on YouTube. Okay, so um if you have any questions, let me know. I will go through some questions now. Fish slap ASMR. Okay. So Xian82 asked who drew all of this? I worked with Maru. Maybe my my mods can help me out here. They can post the Twitter link to Maru. She drew everything for me. She's amazing. She drew this like within a few days, less than 1 week. Because we didn't had a lot of time for this video. And thank you so much, Maru-chan. I think the artwork is really, really amazing. Maybe some people even know her. Okay. And then Nero Child asked Bao Chungus when. um, I mean, if you check out my stream too, Baocon is actually quite chunky already. But that's actually his paradise form. So here in the human world, he looks like a normal kingfisher, as you've seen in the pictures right now. But when you come to my stream, he's quite chunky, quite chunky. Okay, which questions? What else do we have? Any plans for a drawing stream? Yes, I want to. Mm, I think I'm not really confident with my drawing yet, but I want to draw something. Maybe we should do like Baokun drawing streams. Draw different forms of Baokun. Chunky form, normal form. Yes. Will be Baokun's human form ever revealed? From Ariha. Thank you for your question. I don't even know Baokun's human form. I mean, we don't have another necklace. We don't have another necklace, which would let Baokun transform. But if you have any recommendations, like what is in your imagination, how do you think would Baokun look like as a human form? I'm really curious. I'm really curious. I'm not sure. Like, okay, so for his hair color, probably like mine, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you can show me. What's my favorite color? My favorite colors, I think you can see, is of course blue and orange. I think and like turquoise. I don't know how you aqua color. Like the typical kingfisher colors. But actually, kingfishers, it depends on the race. We have like a lot of different colors. But my form is just blue and orange. Yes, yes, yes. Uh, Selfie. I want for you me to call me Selfie-chan. Se- Selfie-chan! Selfie-chan! Thank you. Um, Favorite fish? It's salmon. It's salmon. I love salmon. What do you like? What is your favorite fish? I hope you eat fish. Fish is the best. Hmm. But not just not confusing, okay? The fish I slap you with is a plushie, okay? I don't abuse any fish here. It's a plushie, okay? Yes, salmon is the best. Hmm, 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 hmm. Uh, Hot tub form? Winnie Kitty, what is this question? You want a hot tub stream? I think it's really popular now on Twitch, isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, we can think about it. How about me and Baocon in a hot tub? Would you watch us in a hot tub? Oh gosh, I don't know. It would be, I don't know, if Baocon would if he would be fine with hot water, it would be like cooking Baocon. Oh yeah, for the people who don't know, like Baocon is like his nickname. His full name is Baumkuchen because we both really love Baumkuchen. It's a German cake. Yes, layered cake with covered in chocolate. So that's why we name him. You don't. We don't actually tell you what's his real name. This is just his human name. What we call him here in the human world. Mm-hmm. Bird Nabe stream fan. Oh god. Oh god. I don't think we want that. I don't think we want that. No, no, no. Um Grand Pooh. All English stories. Yes, yes. I only stream in English, so all my stories will be also in English. Mm-hmm. Yes. Sushi? For you is a turkey? Excuse me? I'm not a turkey. I'm a proud kingfisher, okay? You can see from my colors. You can see that. My whole outfit is resembles a kingfisher, okay? Please. Don't misunderstand that. I'm not a turkey. And I'm not a chicken. And whatever comes into your mind. I'm a kingfisher, okay? Um, Fisky, thank you for your question. What's your opinion about tuna? Tuna is very, very delicious, especially especially the otoro. Hmm, like the most expensive part, I think, from tuna. But don't eat too much tuna. Don't eat too much tuna. We don't have a lot. I think we have to save tuna a little bit for later. Not a lot left on Earth. Fan, I don't abuse fish here, but didn't you beat a fish up in the ASMR stream? This the fish was you didn't see it. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. Um, Maybe it was a plushie after all, Fan. You don't know. It was a plushie. Yes, it was a plushie. You believe me, right, Seekers? You believe me? Mm-hmm. It was a plushie. Yes. Um, who Ariha, who is the older sibling? Um, what do you think? I mean, my secrets probably know, but okay, I'm just gonna say it. Baocon is older than me. Mm-hmm. Baocon is older than me. Yes, yes. I'm younger. Did you expect that? Did you expect that? Um, Mist Fist, you eat plushies? No, I don't eat plushies. I don't eat plushies. I cuddle with plushies. I have a lot of plushies here at home, actually. Um, my seekers know, but I have like 33. plushies at home from a certain bird I really love. It's a Pokemon. The Pokemon is called Rowlet, and I have 33 Rowlet plushies at home. Yes. So I don't eat plushies. I cuddle them. I pet them. Mm-hmm. Um, from Kawasaki. Mango. Didn't Fuyu try to eat you though? Um, I didn't try to eat Mango. No, that's not true. Mango's my best friend. I would never eat her. I just mlam her. Mm-hmm. Mango understands. Mango understands. I'm just mlamming her. Hi. um, from Napra, is Baocon free for a date? If Claro consents. Okay, and Beta. So just to clarify what happened there, we had a stream where I made Baumkuchen actually on stream, and we kinda put Baukun on auction so you can bid on Baukun, and Claro and Beta, they both won. Um, so actually, I think I have to ask my seekers if it's okay for Baukun to go on a date. But I think so. If Baukun wants to, Baukun, you want to go on a date? Mm, I don't know. Baukun, reply in the chat if you want to if you want to go on a date with somebody here. Group date. Um, where can we see kingfishers? You can, if you go like to a stream or a river, you can usually find kingfishers there. Mm-hmm. I think they are getting like if you around water, we like it to be around water. Hunt for some fishies. So if you're lucky, just take a picture of kingfishers. We are very, very, very shy. Very shy. Mm. So if you get a picture, you're really lucky. um, do you have duckies? No, actually no. But I don't need one right now because I have many, many Rowlet plushies. Um, if I would buy, if I would buy a ducky makura, mm, it would be probably hmm something hmm Takimakura. I would buy Baocon plushies. I would prefer Baocon plushies. Like XXL Baocon plushies. Um are they all different Rowlets? Yes. Yes, they are all different. There are so many, like very small, life-size Rowlets, mid-size, uh Rowlet pillows, all kinds of Rowlets. Yes, yes, yes. Um, there are a lot of Rowlets out there. But didn't you step Mango in a drawing stream? Uh, uh, no, 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 no. I drew a mango with a knife. This is something else. This is something else, Sushi. Um, is your pancake stream going to feather seeker suggestions like the pizza stream? Okay, so I had I had I had one pizza stream before where the seekers could decide which ingredients I should buy and which combinations should I should put on the pizza. And they were like really crazy combinations. Like wasabi, chili oil, pineapple, Nutella, something like that. I feel like I don't know. I really want to enjoy my pancake. I'm not sure. After the pizza stream, I don't really trust my seekers anymore. I don't know if they have a good taste for creating good combinations for pancakes. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. But if you Oh yeah, we also put tofu on the pizza. This was yabai. This was really yabai. But the tofu was actually quite delicious. I can really recommend it. If you do like a DIY pizza, put some tofu on it. It's really delicious. Mhm. Um, what are Baocon's hobbies? Playing video games, writing, also trading card games. Mm, hmm. But mostly he really likes to write. So the story you just listened to, it was actually written by Baocon, and it was written from his perspective. Yes, he's a writer. Who did your art for your model? It's my mama, Satchel. My mama, the only and bestest mama in the whole world, Satchel. You may know her. She did the artwork also for Doki Doki Literature Club. So actually, I have a lot of sisters. I have Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, and Sayori as my sister. Yes. I also played Doki Doki Literature Club, so you can check it out as well on my YouTube channel. Why did you choose a Beb character? Um, I. What do you mean? I am a kingfisher. It's not like I choose a character. I am. I am a kingfisher. Well, thank you for your question, Ariha. Napra, Baokon Daki when? Ah, I don't know. I don't know. You really want one? Do you want to cuddle with Baokon as well? Hmm. Selfie, Fuyumi. This is so important for future. Daddy does Nutella. Okay, all the German people. I know this is something very important for you. Okay, for me, it is die Nutella. I'm sorry. Das Nutella? No, that sounds so wrong. That sounds so wrong. Okay, uh, last question. Last question. Hmm. Um, wait. Okay, two more questions. Two more questions. Last two questions. Sakusak. So what's your favorite Doki Doki? I think character. I think. To be honest, I have not played the Yuri private scene yet. Like yeah, I did not go the Yuri route. So for me, it's actually until now I still want to play it. It's Natsuki. Mm-hmm. Um. Okay, last question. What made you interested in board games? Did you grow up with them or is it a recent thing? I um I I mean, we just had a few board games in Paradise, but actually when I came to the human world, that's when it started. And ever since then, I've been playing a lot of board games. So if you want to play board games with me, please check out my streams as well. I play sometimes some board games with all the seekers. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I think I think that's it for today. I have to leave you. I have to leave you. Thank you so much for flying in, everybody. I wish you I wish you a great day. Please enjoy the rest of the DigiKomi. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. I had a really good time. I hope you too. And I hope to see you soon again. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.